So in the previous vlog I said that I'll show how the barrel of a gun works and why we get a loud bang as a part of the unresisted expansion of the gases. So I'm going to show it in a handgun, and something to keep in mind when you play with a gun. Show a demo or cleaning. I just finished cleaning my gun, so that's when this idea came to my mind. But be very safe. Always empty the gun if you're trying to show something. If you're cleaning, obviously, and even otherwise, make sure that you're always pointing the gun in a direction where even if it accidentally goes off, there will be no issue. So right now I'm pointing it downwards because my basement ends there. So even if the gun went off, it won't be harming anyone. So, and it's in a holster right now. So let me empty this quickly before anyone gets hurt. Alright, so all the rounds are out. At this point I take one more look into the chamber to make sure that it's empty. You can see all the way through, right? So the point I was trying to make is, if you look at the gun, it's got about 4 inches, right? But this half is really the action and the trigger and the handle. The barrel actually is right about here. That's about 3.5 inches, and the bullet sits in the barrel at the beginning of the barrel, and the hammer comes and hits it. So the gun gets about 2.5 inches of travel. And the point I was trying to make is, this round has enough explosive to power a rifle and go really far. But when we use it in a handgun, we are looking for effectiveness, not efficiency, and we are looking for portability. If you look at this gun, it's about the size of my palm, right? So we use the energy we can out of this, but then rest of the energy is lost in form of a bang, and that's the unresisted expansion. Actually, I should be able to show this. Come on, lock. All right, and then push this out. Yep, came out. All right. So the barrel, I want to be really careful with this. The barrel is here. You see that? It's about 3.5 inches, and the bullet, the cartridge actually sits like this, and the hammer comes and fires it, right? So if you think about it, this is your action. The hammer comes here and hits it, but the bullet got about, let's show it like this. So it's about 2.5 inches, and that's very little time for this little bullet to accelerate and go and hit something. But it works. A handgun is effective maybe 25 to 50 feet. A rifle obviously is much longer. But the point I was trying to make is, the barrel of a gun, although you see the gun this big, the barrel is actually about second half, about this much. So yeah, we have different kind of explosions. We have automobile gas engine explosions, which are more efficient. There are military explosions which are not. Handgun is not very efficient. Then we talked about the demolition and mining operations. Those are very efficient explosions. And then the aviation engines, where this whole discussion started. Not very efficient in terms of conversion rate, but very efficient in terms of taking an aircraft from point A to point B. That's about it. Hope you had fun, and let me put this back in. Don't want to lose anything. Yep, it's all good. dry. Yep, it works. So I'm going to put this round back in. And we're good to go. Yeah, now it's cocked and loaded.